All right, guys and gals, Justin Brock here, and I'm going to give you a little update on the Memphis Medicare Gurus Mastermind, where the Grizz play, home of the Grizz, the world famous, the best in the NBA, best in the business. So while we are getting prepared for this, I guess we launched this a little over a week ago, like formally announced it and decided we're going to go full steam ahead. Since then, a whole lot has emerged. One thing that has been unknown the whole time was exactly how many people we were going to have there, and so we were trying to prepare a little bit for what the response was like. Well, the response has been huge. However, we're still going to limit it this year. We're looking at 100 actual participants, not including speakers and sponsors, and that would give us probably about 150 people there, 130 people, somewhere in there. So right now we're looking at about 100 to 120 tickets that are actually available. We have sold 54 already. We did reserve 40 on our backs. You know, if no one bought a room, we reserved 50 rooms per night at the Hue where the event is taking place, and that way. We were going to get people to reserve those rooms and try to book them up. Didn't want to reserve too many because I know some of you will Airbnb. Some of you might stay at the Peabody right down the street, the Sheraton right down the street, the Westin right down the street by the FedEx Forum. All very close by, and there's plenty of Airbnb or VRBO space available as well. But we would really like as many of you as possible to stay at the Hue because that is going to be a great place. There's a great rooftop bar there. There's a great diner in the place. That's where the conference is going to be, so it's easy to get in and out of your room all day long while we're learning and growing and hanging out. And we have some other things we're working on, like potential for a big 7 p.m. happy hour on Friday night, working with a sponsor on that so we can get a really cool event in the evening going to help grow our relationships a little bit more. So the big announcement right now is that we have sold 54 tickets. We're looking at somewhere between 100 and 120 sold participant tickets. And so 54 already, and we're, 10 days in, something like that. So I would think that that's going to be something people need to hop on. The early bird special will end the day after tomorrow on February 1st. It'll end at midnight on February 1st, so I'm going to allow it to go into February 1st to allow some of those people that are getting paid on the 1st. I know we don't all get paid that way, but allow some people that are getting paid on the 1st to make that transaction. So Memphis, April 17th and 18th, I would be looking at booking the ticket first and foremost and trying to go ahead and book your hotel room before they're sold out, and you do have to go down the street. Not that down the street is bad, but it is nice to be right there in the venue, and we would like to book those up as well so that I'm not having to pay for them. I'm really pumped about it, really excited. We have a ton of content we're working on, talking to all the other speakers. I'm here right now. It's almost 7 p.m. here, and I'm still working on it. So we are putting in a lot of time, but it's what we love to do. And this is going to become what we believe to be an annual mastermind event. In the future, we're going to see how this year goes, or maybe we're booking it earlier next year so we can ensure that we could have 200 participants at least. But we don't want it to be too big because we want it to be a little bit intimate. It's not a conference style like the big grand conferences with all the fancy pants speakers. It's a very, very niche market mastermind group where we're bringing in other Medicare producers to all learn from one another, and we're going to bring in the foremost experts in the field for agents by agents. These are other agents, other producers actually doing this stuff, not talking heads, not everybody that's speaking has something that they're speaking about that they are actually doing that is relevant to you. So I think that is important, but it is rapidly approaching because we did announce it in late February or late January, and we're doing it in April. Reason being, April's probably one of the best months for these types of things. A lot of the bigger conferences and conventions are in the summer, so we wanted to do it at a time where people are free, but not too early where you're still dealing with service work post AEP. So I'm trying to think like a Medicare agent because it is a Medicare mastermind event. I'd also planned it to be flying in on a Thursday afternoon or evening and be a Friday and Saturday conference. So you really only have one day technically away from the office, except for most of you, I'm sure, work 6 and 7 days a week like me, so you're a workaholic. But we're trying to make it extremely convenient. If you have any questions, let me know. After February 1st, it will go up to the $697 rate because we can only afford to sell so many tickets at that other rate and still cover all the cost basis and do all the things that we want to do. So any questions that you have, head over to mastermind.justinbrock.net. Throwing that up on the screen here, mastermind.justinbrock.net. And I will see you in Memphis, and we're going to have some awesome barbecue together soon. Talk to you later.